Okay, so here's the some examples from the day 62 assignment. Here we'll be working with surface area, dealing with spheres and possibly hemispheres. So here they want the surface area of this sphere, and they give us the diameter of the great circle. But in order to find the surface area, I need the radius. So the radius is going to be that 20 divided by 2, which is 10. Once I have that, now the surface area is 4 pi times that 10 squared, 4 pi r squared. So the surface area is going to be 4 times 100, which is going to be 400 pi. That would be the exact amount. That's what you put on a test or quiz, and that's what they're asking you for here. So it's perfect. 400 pi. Don't forget on a test or quiz to write the pi also. Okay, find the surface area of a sphere. The difference here is that they do give you the radius, so it's perfect. Surface area is 4 pi times the radius, which is 13 squared. So the surface area is equal to 4 times pi times 169. So the surface area is equal to 4 times 169 is 676 pi. That's what I would want. If they ask you to round, you would, but they perfect. They ask you to leave it in terms of pi. So 676. Okay, so here they want the surface area of the sphere, but they give us the area of the great circle. Again, we need radius. So the way that we turn area into a radius is by using the formula for area of a circle, but plugging in the 81 pi where the area goes. So I would first divide by pi to get rid of all the pi's, and if 81 is equal to the radius squared, that means I have a radius of 9. My radius is 9, so my surface area would then be 4 pi times 9 squared. So my surface area is 4 pi times 81, which my surface area is then 324 pi. That is exact. Okay, find the surface area of this composite figure. Leave in terms of pi. Okay. So here this is going to be a cylinder, the surface area of a cylinder, minus the surface area of a hemisphere, but the only part of the hemisphere that you're losing is the great circle, is this circle here. But then also the cylinder is going to be losing that as well, so we're going to have to take that away twice because that's going to be missing from both the cylinder and from the hemisphere. So we'll keep that in mind. So the surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r. The radius of the cylinder, they tell me, is 5 times the height of the cylinder, which is 4, plus 2 pi times the radius squared. That would be plus the hemisphere, which is 3 pi, and the radius there is 2 squared, 3 pi r squared, which is on a hemisphere. But then minus, I'm going to have to subtract 2 of these circles here. So that's going to be, a circle is pi r squared, and the radius of that circle that's part of the hemisphere, that great circle, is 2. So 2 pi times 2 squared. So my surface area ends up being 2 times 5 times 4 is going to be 40 pi. 5 squared is also plus 50 pi. Then 2 squared is 4, so that's plus 12 pi. But then at the end I have to take away 2 times 2 times 2 is going to be 8 pi. 8 pi gets taken away at the end. So my surface area is 90 plus 12 is 102. Minus 8 is 94 pi. And they tell you to leave it in terms of pi. All right, now here instead of subtracting, well, actually this would be the same because it's surface area. This is not even volume, it's surface area. So again, even though this looks different, this is going to be kind of the exact same thing. Now, instead of a cylinder, it's a prism, but we're going to just be subtracting this great circle twice because that circle is not going to be part of the surface. It's going to be covered up. So the surface area here would be for the prism is 2 times each of the dimensions times each other. So 2 times 4 times 10 plus 2 times 4 times 6 plus 2 times 10 times 6 plus the hemisphere is going to be 3 pi. The radius there is 3 squared minus, but I'm going to lose 2 of those great circles. So minus 2 of pi, the radius is 3 squared. So my surface area ends up being 80 plus 48 plus 120 plus 3 squared is 9, so 27 pi. But then at the end, I'm going to take away 18 pi. So my surface area ends up being 248, and then 27 minus 18 is plus 9 pi. I cannot combine the pi's with the numbers that don't have pi. This would be exact. If they wanted it exact, you would leave it this way, but they do want you to round here, so 248 plus 9 pi is they want it to the nearest 10, so 276.3. 276.3.